Hi, everybody. Welcome to another week. Now, I'm giving us a glimpse into the not far future because it's a 7-week course, but a little bit further down the road. What I've done is I've opened up your final investigation, the final essay, which is an ethnographic essay. It is an essay which is asking you to identify a certain kind of social, cultural group to which you belong, and then conduct an ethnographic analysis of it. It's a little bit of a tweak from the essay as it's laid out in your textbook. Ideally, when you're doing ethnographic research, what you do is you find a subgroup, a culture that you don't belong to. For example, skateboarders or gamers or ninjas, or I don't know, a group that has sort of a cohesive culture, a way of being with each other, that you could investigate objectively as an outsider. The problem is this 7-week course, it's very hard to do the kind of research that you need to do that properly. So I'm going to have you reflecting on a subgroup to which you belong. So your first task, as we get ramped up on that, we'll be thinking about that. Your first post, which is a warm-up post, which is actually due this week, has you thinking about that. That's due this coming up week 5, even as you're wrapping up working on your profile essay. Okay, so let me just duck in here quickly and then show you what I've opened up. If you scroll down to the bottom now, you will see that below the week 4 and 5 module, and keep in mind we're coming into week 5 now, so this is the next week's work. We have week 6 and 7 with your due dates here. 8/15 is officially 3 days after the end of the course. I'm not sure why that's the case, because I'm also teaching a 113, a technical writing class. The end date for that course is 8/15, so I've given you the 8/15 end date. I'm not sure why ours was on the books to end a few days earlier. It doesn't make sense to me, so I'm giving you the extra time. Do notice, it's a substantial essay. This first draft is going to come up very quickly, and then the time between that draft, getting feedback to and from your peers, and then incorporating that to get the final draft in, will pass very quickly. And this is why I've opened this up early, so that you can get in here and really get to work on it. Okay, so this week you'll be polishing off your profile, okay, and then submitting that. And again, with the profile, just as with the personal essay, make sure that there is a why covered there. And I mentioned this in the video that goes through what this profile should look like, how you should gather your data for it, put it together. But make sure there's a purpose to it. Don't just tell me about a person. Think about what I'm going to take away from that story. And then I would suggest looking ahead a bit and getting an idea of where we're going with the ethnographic essay. One other thing that I want to remind you about is the My Writing Lab work. I've not been keeping on you with that every week because, let me just go to another screen here while I'm yakking at you about this. There's nothing there. Anyhow. Because the My Writing Lab is self-paced. You've got that learning path which you generated. Just remember that by the end of the course, to get full credit for the My Writing Lab work, you've got to have completed your learning path. As you do that, don't hesitate to come to me with questions. The My Writing Lab is designed to be something you can do on your own. That does not mean you're going to necessarily get everything in there. The video might not be clear. The explanation might not be clear at some point. So do not hesitate to ask me if you've got any questions about that. Okay, I know this is a very short video, but I did want to give you a quick glimpse into the future, let you know this stuff is there, and as always, as you're working, as you're planning, as you're mapping things out, I am here if you've got questions. You can email me, post to the help forum. If you need a phone call or a face-to-face, let me know. We'll set that up. I am here if you're feeling stuck. These last few weeks will be very busy, so you want to plan ahead a little bit and really just keep on top of things. Okay? Have a good week 5.